After we do the Monte Carlo simulations, we generate results of simulations under different scenarios. You can see, under all iterations risk parameters we have, the inherent risk is based on the current risk score. The residual risk is the risk score of an organization after mitigating the top 10 risk factors. Last 30 days, average risk is the average risk score of an organization in the last 30 days. Lastly, industry peer risk depicts the average risk score of peer organizations. We take the results and average them out, and that gives us the average yearly loss. We take the same results, same simulation results, and generate what we call as loss exceedance curve. What does it mean? This curve tells us what is the probability that the loss exceeds a certain amount. So for example, in this case, in the green line that represents the residual risk, after addressing the top 10 factor, it says that the probability that loss is greater than 12.5 million, which is 1.3%. So that's the significance of loss exceedance. You could pick up any point and it tells you what's the probability is that the loss exceeds, which is 12.5 million in this case. So typically, the loss exceedance illustrates the probability of a financial loss exceeding a certain amount. And obviously, it's a key tool for risk management, especially in cybersecurity, insurance, and finance. What's the benefit of it? The benefit of it is that every organization has certain tolerance for accepting the risk, and then they want to, based on their tolerance, they would like to transfer the balance of that risk to a third-party cyber insurance company. So if I'm a CISO, I'm looking at my loss exceedance curve and say, in this case, which is 0.4%, and my loss exceed $31.3 million. Is this something that I can tolerate? Or let's say, in this case, 1.2%, that my loss exceeds $16.7 million. Do I have that tolerance? How much of that I can accept, based on how much I can accept the balance I want to transfer to cyber insurance company. So that's the value, that's the benefit of loss exceedance curve. You can look at the iterations and see these results and generate these curves, because these results tell you in how many cases you have this much of loss. Basically, it tells you about your losses under different simulation results. So you consider these results and say, what's the possibility that my loss exceeds a certain amount? And then you generate this curve from those results. And how you're using it is for rationalizing your decision for buying cyber insurance.